Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the South Carolina Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of South Carolina and pledge to the Palmetto State love, loyalty, and faith. You may now be seated. Please pause for a moment of silence.
Good morning. Welcome to WOAK Daily News. My name is Jason. I'll be your anchor for today, Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. The joke of the day is, what has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Today's special guest is Wellness Wednesday with Miss Maya.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Miger here, and I am here to talk about Wellness Wednesday. And we're going to do something a little bit different this morning. We're going to be talking about loving ourselves. So I love and accept myself unconditionally, and I'm working just the way that I am. How do you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Dear you, when you love yourself, your soul lights up. You attract people who love you and respect and appreciate your energy. Everything begins with how you feel about yourself. You should eat like you love yourself, move like you love yourself, and speak like you love yourself. Act like you love yourself. Loving yourself starts with respecting yourself. With each start of thinking of yourself in encouraging ways. You, as much as anybody else, deserve your love and kindness. Inspire yourself with faith in yourself and love yourself no matter what. Never doubt who you are. Spend time exploring who you are. And in the end, the only person you're going to truly live for is yourself. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Miss Miger. There are no announcements today. The weather for tomorrow will be sunshine and clouds mix, high at 66 degrees, winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On this day in history, on 1781, Americans defeat the British at Yorktown. Thank you for watching WOAK Daily News. Have a wonderful Wednesday and remember to be Eagle proud.
Good morning. This is Miss Seaman with another student spotlight. Congratulations to Violet in Miss Fossis's class. She ran her first 5K with her mom this weekend. Miss Ellison.
Oh, hey, boys and girls. I was just reading one of my favorite books. I love to read. Reading's probably one of my favorite things. You know what else I love? Ice cream. And we're in luck because this month, Dreamery Creamery is going to be sponsoring our reading. Each one of you has a reading challenge from your teachers. And if you get to the challenge, you may get a surprise from Dreamery Creamery. Ask your teachers about your reading challenge.
Good morning. This is Miss Seaman. What you will see next in the morning news are the directions for completing the October Technology Challenge. Students, this will also be in Miss Seaman's technology course in Canvas. So feel free to look at the video there, or teachers, if you want to play it for students. The video is about 9 minutes long, so it's pretty long. But it shows what the challenge is for this month. So if you choose to complete it, I hope you have a great time. Teachers, let me know if you would like for me to come into your classroom and work on this with your students. Everybody have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Miss Seaman, and I am here to talk to you about the October Challenge. So as you can see, I am in Keynote, and our October Challenge has to do with creating something new in Keynote. So I'm going to go to the plus sign over by my battery, and I'm going to create a new presentation. When I choose my theme, I just want a basic white theme. Once you get here, you're going to go to the plus sign at the bottom of the screen and add a slide that is a blank slide so that you have a brand new surface to start with. So this month's challenge is all about shapes. So you want to make sure that your blue tools are showing up underneath your battery. If they're not, that means that you're seeing the edit button. So underneath your battery, click the edit button to get to your blue tools. Then what you'll want to do is add some shapes. So for this challenge, you're going to add at least 3 shapes to create something new. You can create a cityscape, you can create anything really that you want to. So I'm going to go to the plus sign. I'm going to go to my Shapes tab. And as you remember, we've talked about using shapes before. You've got all these different tabs of shapes that you can choose. So I'm going to start by finding a cow. So here's my cow. I'm going to enlarge it on the screen. There we go. There is my cow. Now, if you take your 2 fingers, you can actually rotate this cow any way that you want to. So I'm going to rotate my cow. I'm using my 2 fingers to do the rotation. I think I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. So what I want is my cow jumping over the moon. So now I'm going to search and see if there's a moon. So to my look, here's a moon. So I'm going to go ahead and put that moon there. So make it a little bit larger. And remember, if I want to change the color on the moon, I can click the paintbrush and I can go to fill, color, and change the color of my moon. Okay, so now here's my cow kind of jumping over the moon. Now, if I wanted to add wings to my cow, then I can go back to shapes. I'm going to search for bird. Let's see, are there any birds that have wings outstretched? There's one. So let's take this bird and I'm going to make it really big, and I can put it on top of my cow in just the right way so that it looks like my cow has some wings. So there we go. There is my cow with wings. Now, here's something that happens a lot of the time by accident. If you click on this and click select shapes, sometimes this happens by accident. Down at the bottom, see where it says select all, or to select or deselect an object, tap it. So what this means when you're selecting your shapes is that you can actually group them together. So right now my bird is selected. I can tell by the blue outline. I'm going to click the nose of my cow, and that selects my cow too. So when I click done, I now have both of those shapes selected, and look what comes up in my menu. I can group them together. So now I have a cow with wings that is jumping over the moon. So your job, like I said, was to create at least 3 shapes to make some sort of new picture. Now maybe I want to change the background of my slide. So I'm going to click on the slide. I'm going to click on the paintbrush, and now I can choose the background. So now my cow is jumping over the moon in the dark. So to get rid of this, I'm going to click on the background, and there is my cow. A couple other ideas or some new things to maybe think about now that we've grouped some objects together. Here's a blank screen. I'm going to go get a shape. Let's see. I am going to cancel this, and that brings me back to all of these shapes. Now here's something to think about too. I'm going to click this wireless button. I'm going to make it really big. When I go to the paintbrush, I can change the color again. We'll change it to purple. I'm going to click back on it, go back to the paintbrush, and if I go to the Arrange tab, if my shape has lots of different pieces, down at the very bottom, I can break those pieces apart. So when I break them apart, they're now all selected. So if I click them now with them all selected, I can move them all around. But if I click in the white space and just click on one, now I can take those shapes and make something totally different out of those shapes. Okay, so remember what I said before. That kind of looks like a spider, doesn't it? So before, what I said was when you click on one of those pieces and click select objects, you can do select all, or you can click on a piece, select objects and click on each of the objects that you want to select, and you can group them together. So I selected the 3 big ones. I'm going to click done and group. So now my 3 big pieces are all together, and that little piece I can move around because it was not grouped with everything else. Now I could have if I wanted to, or I can leave it the way it is. So now I can go to my paintbrush, I can go back to style, I can change the fill color of that, and maybe now I want to group it all together to make whatever it is that I want to make. So now I've grouped them together and they're different colors. So there's lots of options that you have with the shapes. Remember, if you choose a shape that has the option for you to break pieces apart, you're going to go to the paintbrush, arrange. Now look, this one doesn't, so I'm not able to break that into pieces. So I could use that somewhere in my design or not. Okay, so again, when I'm going to add an object, the only time I can add an object and it will break apart, it will tell me. So arrange, break apart, and you see the different shapes that it's made. So now I can move these away from each other to finish making my design however I want to. If I break apart shapes and I don't want a specific shape, I can click on that shape and delete it and just use the shapes that are left as part of my design. So if I don't want that one, I can delete that one too. So I want you to play around with shapes, have fun, create something new and exciting, and then upload to the Padlet. So I will be showing how to upload to the Padlet in just a minute. Hi friends, I wanted to show you how to share your work from the Creativity Challenge. So the first thing you want to do is go back to that first slide, and if you don't need it, you can delete it. If there's any other slides that you aren't going to turn in, you can delete those slides as well. So here I have my one slide. I'm going to go to the underneath my battery where the circle is with the dots inside, and I'm going to export as an image, and then I'm going to click export and save my image. So when I save it, it goes into my camera roll, and now I will have it for presenting and putting on the Padlet. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the QR code. So here's the QR code for the Padlet. I'm going to go to the Creativity Challenge, and just like always, I'm going to click the plus sign. I'm going to type my name and also that I am at OES. And then I'm going to upload my picture. So I'm going to click that first green button. I'm going to go to my photo library, find my picture. I'm going to use it, and then it will upload to the site. So when I'm finished, I can click submit, and then it will be loaded up to the Creativity Challenge. So that is how you would submit your project this month.